Previously on New Zealand's Next Top Model, 14 girls checked into their new home. They put their style to the test at Glassons.
There's so many things to choose from and you just sort of went bleh.
Walked the tightrope in Woodhill Forest. And flew high with photographer Rob Trathan.
It's great, there.
But some fell from grace.
You just look really over it.
And it was Estelle who came back down to earth with a bump. Still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Jamie. 13 remain, but only one will become New Zealand's next top model.
First elimination has happened, it feels more real, like to all our girls. Michaela and Eva have an awesome time. Love you both heaps. When Estelle was eliminated, I think I was probably the most emotional, like I was crying and things. You guys are so the best. Love you both, Estelle. It's kind of become reality that it is a competition now.
Because I was shit scared last week. Me too. I didn't think I was going to be in the bottom two. Heaps of people were saying not to worry about it, so I didn't. I've got no one to blame but myself that if I have another bad photo, all my dreams will be shattered. I think it's given me like a huge kick up the arse.
Can you believe that I still actually have a few odd fellas?
We're in the house, right? Bam, there's a mess. For some reason, I'm real OCD about this stuff. We've got ants showing up in random places, we've got G-strings all over the place. And these girls just like expect us to pick up after them. We're not their mothers.
Is there a rubbish bin in here?
Nobody in the house really likes Lara, they actually hate her. Like the twins are lovely, but she's getting on their nerves. Like, how does it happen?
So I'm rolling over onto Nelly.
She must have loved it. It's just because Lara's the youngest in the house and I don't know if that's the reason, but she's quite annoying.
How did you get super glue on your hands?
It is frustrating more that Lara's doing so well.
A top model is always on the move, so don't let the grass grow under your feet.
Love Sarah. Road trip.
We're on the bus going to our teach lesson and we stop outside a dance studio and I think, oh crikey, I'm a shocking dancer. This is embarrassing, for me quite terrifying.
Hi ladies.
Hi.
So you survived your first week in the top model house. Congratulations. But this is a new week, full of new experiences. Are you up for it?
Yes.
Good. Now, cast your minds back to when you first met me by Wellington's whizzing water whirler. On the platform was a diva who outshone you all in heels. A good friend of mine, Tane, from the Okarika Dance Company.
I love Tane, like straight from the start. As soon as I saw him up there, I'm like, woo! That's our Miss J right there, guys. Yeah.
His moves are all about grace and dynamism. Both essential qualities if you want to make it big in the modelling world.
Today, your lesson will take you all around the world as we explore beats and rhythms from around the globe. So put your dancing gears on and let's go. 2, 3.
I thought it was very ironic that at eliminations the judges criticised me for bringing dancing into the modelling world.
You're a trained ballerina.
I was, yes.
We're not in a ballet studio now.
And then we got brought to a dance studio today.
2 inches off the floor.
Well, the only kind of dancing I do is bad dancing and that's not very cool. I'm gonna look like a dick.
I thought today's lesson was like, did I sign up for New Zealand's Next Top Dancer? No, I signed up for New Zealand's Next Top Model.
You don't have to be a dancer, you just have to know how to move. Everything that Tane is teaching you is going to help you in your photo shoots and in your future career as a top model.
Grand plie, catch up. Second position, 6, 7, 8. You shouldn't be touching the person next to you. 2, 3. It was difficult for me to connect with Dakota. I found when I was watching that she didn't understand her body well enough. It was like a short circuit that didn't quite get there.
I don't do choreography. I take direction from photographers, but I can dance, just to the beat of my own drum.
Now we're going to go to the left.
Dakota gave up quite a bit today during the dance lessons. She just kind of went, oh, okay, and then just stopped. I was just like, can't really do that in dancing.
We're moving to Cuba. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thing that I love about Amelia is that she's got a maturity. She doesn't need to give off too much because for her, she understands who she is.
I'm very comfortable with the shape I'm in. I think I'm hot. I've got a boyfriend. There you go. That proves it.
It was easy to see who was great. People like Amelia, she enjoyed it. She was proactive.
These two here are quite intense.
Can you see how great you both look? That's an ad. That's a finish in a TV commercial.
I learnt dynamic poses, which definitely helped in the modelling aspect of this.
When you hear my clap, that's when you go into your first pose.
And it had to be strong and powerful.
Go! Stillness, still, no one moving, not even a hair. Theoretically, I shouldn't be able to move any of you. It's going to be... put more tension in it. 2.
Personally, I found it quite hard because I have weak muscles.
Move your shoulders forward.
It's rigor mortis.
I thought posing was semi-my forte, but obviously more difficult than I expected.
Right, you look like you're a Bond girl just about to murder someone. Hit a pose. You can do it. I started to think, is Jamie anemic? Because she has no energy. There was no presence, there was no direction. Jamie, can I get more strength from you as well? Yeah?
Yeah. I got picked out every single time, and it really sucks because I was in the bottom toe and I'm still at the bottom of the heap. That doesn't feel very good.
We're going to India.
I just want to make most of the opportunity, you know, because observing is just like the best way to learn, and it's worked for me so far, 20 years.
A friend rose to the challenge. Through the day, she grew and helped to draw the group together.
Here's a trick. A photographer doesn't like to hear what you can't do, but if you just go into something you can do, then you can trick them into going in the pathway you want, okay? All the girls here today were really ambitious, so I'm going to give them a double thumbs and a double kiss. The girl that did fail, I'd say, is Dakota. She just did not know herself physically. She couldn't hit the shapes. She was so disconnected and spasmodic. It was really strange.
I don't want to be a dancer, you know, but thank you for teaching me that. Like, I did need to learn that and shape and stuff.
Dakota and Jamie, we want to see energy, we want to see pizzazz. And I think that they need to work it out and hopefully rise to the occasion.
A top model is ready to travel at a moment's notice. Pack your bags, ladies. We're getting ready
We all automatically thought that we were like going overseas because it was like pack your bags, ladies, and things, and we all just started screaming.
Oh my gosh, You guys, it says get ready to roll, so maybe we're only driving somewhere. Being with 13 girls that I basically don't know in such an extreme environment is exhausting, and it's frustrating, and it's so unnatural.
Packed their bags, got on the bus and realised we're actually staying on the bus for a couple of hours.
The trip from Auckland was fun, and we were quite curious the whole time.
Lara is just irritating. She touches people, like she goes up to them and pokes them on the nose.
Lara's just really immature and it grinds my gears, it does.
There's like real good bonds in the house between certain girls. It's right in the middle and just split them up.
We didn't know where we were going. And then I was like, this is how I get to Rotorua from Auckland. It's like, maybe we're going to my hometown.
I like Rotorua. I think Rotorua is beautiful.
I was really excited because it's my hometown.
I was just like, what would we be doing in Rotorua?
We got to the paddock, you know, like poo and cows and stuff and gross. And then we walked around the corner and there was this massive zorb. What the heck?
Hey girls.
Hi!
Welcome to Rotorua. Now I hear that Tane put you through quite the tutorial this week. And the idea was that you'd find your natural rhythm. And what we really wanted to impress upon you was the importance of dynamic movement when you model. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to put you inside this Zorb globe, and I want to see you modelling 100% of the time inside there. Okay? The person who does the best modelling is going to win a special spa treatment at the Waiora Lakeside Spa. So who wants that the most? Amelia, you're first. Off you go. Let's see you posing.
Imagine how a hamster would feel in a wheel. When you want it to move in a direction, you have to put a lot of weight into it, and that's why I think I flew around a bit inside there.
And I want to see that ball rolling all the way down this paddock. That's good, Amelia. You're looking great. Big poses. Amelia was the first one up, so she sort of had a slightly harder job, and she didn't blow me away with it. Lauren, you're up. Okay, off you go.
I got used to it when I was in there. I got used to just using angles and different poses, and I just tried new things.
Nice. There you go, that was dynamic.
I kind of lost focus on the fact that we were actually in a challenge, and I was just like, this is awesome.
And keep it rolling, keep it rolling. So you've done 2 poses, I think, so far.
Oh wow, that's less than ideal.
Jamie, you ready?
I feel like I have to do twice as much work as the other girls to redeem myself because I was in the bottom toe last week.
Remember, you want to keep some shapes going on. Are you just falling over?
It's a real disadvantage not being able to know what I look like. Like, I'm not aware of my body, but I am working really hard.
Okay, Courtney, we want to see movement, remember, okay?
Yeah.
There you go, that's 1, 2...
Listening to Tane and Colin, I think, was of value because I threw lots of strong poses and stuff, so I thought that gave some sort of inspiration when I was inside the Zorb.
Good, nice and big, dynamic. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Courtney gets in there and she was really good. You know, she was pulling out all these editorial style poses in this rolling Zorb.
Fingers crossed that I might win. So dizzy.
I like that. I like the pose as you're falling. Good.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I did fall down a few times.
Climbing the Zorb was quite intimidating, just because I've never been in one before.
Come on, let's go. Make me a shape. Come on, a big shape.
I feel that I was pushed significantly faster than a couple of girls here.
You got to make a shape. Make a shape for me. You haven't posed once.
And I felt like that was a bit unfair.
Hey, that's life. As models, you really have to be professional. No complaining. Get in there and do the job professionally. All right, Elsa. Keen as a runner bean. That was a good piece of movement there. Very nice. And you're right, just about to fall out.
Sorry.
Push it harder. Good job.
Oh, this pose! Oh, I really deserve the spa.
Nelly. Okay, here we go. She was actually doing all right, you know, doing her thing, and then she just disappeared.
Oh. Sorry.
The next thing, she's stuck in the opening of it. What are you doing down there? She couldn't get out. It was beautiful. You're going to have to hop up. Dynamic shape for Kayla. That was better. The upside down one, not sure about that. It looks like you're just having a bit of a lazy lie down there. All right, Dakota, go.
I think I can win New Zealand's Next Top Model simply because the fact of I have that mentality set.
Keep the Zorb moving. I'm sick of pushing it, actually. Oh, very graceful, Eva. Beautiful work. Keep it rolling. Beautiful moves.
I really thought Eva was going to win. She was so graceful in there, considering how hard it is.
And now, Daniel, here we go, and let's see you work your stuff.
This whole experience is like really, really different compared to what I'm used to.
You can't stand up and model in there.
back home, you've got 3 choices. 1, to go on the dole. 2, to get pregnant. 3, get out and do something with your life. And I've taken the 3rd option.
Did your head hit the ground?
Yes.
All right, that was a load of fun. I had a good time. There's loads of you that did an amazing job, but 2 of you really stood out. Eva, you were really, really graceful in there and you moved really beautifully. But Courtney, because you engaged the camera the whole time, which is a really important thing to do, you're the winner. Nice work. One more thing, Courtney, you get to choose one of the girls to go into the treatment with you.
Can I take Eva because she's really close and like, I reckon she deserves it. So, Eva?
Sure. Let's get back in the bus and you can go and enjoy it. Let's go.
Somewhat people were treating me differently, but you know, it's something you kind of have to expect in a competition.
My muscles are so sore. I wish it was me in the spa treatment.
Yeah. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, it was really nice and relaxing. If I win this and I'm all rich and famous, then I might get a massage every week.
I hope they're torturing them. Ripping the crap out of them.
I'm impartial, really. I didn't win, so who else did? I don't really care.
A top model can't always be squeaky clean. Who wants to get down and dirty?
Oh my god,
it's a mud
Oh yeah!
For dirty dancing.
I hope it's warm.
We figured it was something to do with Hell's Gate and the geothermal mud.
We all knew that it would have something to do with the dancing we did.
I just hope that I got enough of the dance class that I can incorporate it in whatever photo shoot we've got coming up.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
We've come all the way down here to Rotorua. It only seems fitting that we get you into the mud. Photographing you today is the fantastic Jackie Mehring, who you'll remember from Cycle 1. She did 2 beautiful photo shoots for us.
Well, as you can see, we've got this amazing thermal wonderland to shoot in today. It's hot, it's boiling. I need strong, majestic poses, channeling that tribal side of you.
So let's bring some magic to this wild and amazing location.
My makeup's pretty intense and I love it.
I love the styling. I think it has a really good, almost African thing. The styling is really cool. My character is probably like quite Pacific, but you know, it's a mixture of all things, so crazy Eva.
I don't really care what I was wearing, just as long as it covered the main bits. We were all freezing cold and covered in mud, naked, basically, and a lot of us were uncomfortable.
The girls didn't really have a lot on. They had to get in the mud, so it was a real challenge.
Amelia, her posing was very stilted, kind of reminiscent of beauty pageants.
You're lucky because, you know, you've got a very, very beautiful photogenic face. So it's just working your body.
I am one of the bigger girls on the show, so it's all about making myself look slimmer and working with those angles, so that's something I definitely need to work on.
Just start moving around a bit. Yeah, absolutely. It's
You're
good.
a tribal queen.
All the feedback is real positive and I need to take it in, but I just don't because I'm not used to being complimented so much.
Beautiful.
It started from primary school. I was bullied because I didn't look like every other Māori in the school. I had a broken nose, which is pretty much scarred for life.
It's really cold.
So remember, one of the things too with you is you've got to keep warmth in your face and in your eyes, so that's going to be really key.
I got feedback that my face is quite naturally hard, so I have to work to show warmth. And it's not the first time that I have noticed in photos that I look grumpy.
Lovely. Good open mouth. A little bit of a bend in one leg, maybe. Yep. Her body is a little tricky. You know, it's kind of a little bit squarer. She needed to work her angles a bit more, and she didn't quite crack that. Turn your body away from me a little bit more.
I've never really been stoked about my body. I don't think I'm in very good shape.
You have a fun shirt? I'll try one more.
It's freezing cold, and like in case you're not cold enough, they come up to you and like spray you with cold water so that the mud's even like wet it. Like, ridiculous.
a Christian, and I don't think that's going to stop me from a lot of things, as long as I have confidence in myself and I have confidence in the Lord.
Beautiful. Yes.
Amazing, you look beautiful. As soon as she walked onto set, I was just blown away. She looked stunning, and she just had this kind of inner strength and peace about her.
Maybe not looking at camera, but keeping that strength. Good. Awesome. Well done. Good job.
At first I was shivering like crazy, but once I got into it, it was fine.
Probably not the most flattering for your middle. Lara is a slightly bigger girl, so she needed to work her body a little bit harder. Good. Beautiful. Awesome. And she dropped at least a size in her posing.
There's a strength in the way that you're holding yourself. It's perfect.
Good work.
She said that I had really strong poses, so I'm hoping that means that it would be a great picture that comes out of this.
In the bag, Lara. Awesome.
It feels like this week's taken, like, months.
I'm gonna get home and pack my bag.
Don't be ridiculous, you're not going home. I think it's Lara. It's because she's got fat guys. Being honest, alright?
That's good. Beautiful. Just relax into it and enjoy it a bit. You're just looking a little startled. Beautiful, soft body and now very strong face. Awesome contrast. Fingers are working just a little bit too hard. That's a little too claw-like. Great.
I love Eva's face, but I think she struggled with finding her body shape today.
Twist a bit more to me with your body. Good.
Keep your fingers together, because if you've got a great pose, and then your fingers are all wide and claw-like, it'll ruin the photo.
Beautiful. Just relax your shoulders, turn a little bit more to me.
I felt like I was truly modelling.
Give me a slightly more fierce look. Yes.
I thought we were using the mud in there, so I thought, yeah, it's going to be nice and warm. I was wrong.
One of those memories I'll repress.
I've got one foot just sticking out. Can you bring that in a bit? That hand's too far forward. I'm not sure what your face is telling me.
Just make sure you're really projecting.
Dakota, I think she was thinking through it too much and her eyes just didn't sparkle. Relax the shoulder, that's it.
I was reading Jackie's face and it didn't look like she liked my pictures too much. And that's pretty gut-wrenching.
It felt to me like there was a barrier between, you know, her and your camera.
Hopefully I have one perfect picture, so hopefully that baby sends me through.
Just soften your mouth a little bit.
I love the bare necessities of clothing. It's quite fun, you know, being in mud.
I like the way you use your hands. Very good. Elsa was so creative with her posing. Wow, that's a great pose. Really know the shapes of your body very well. Each pose was photogenic, and that's really a dream for a photographer. Yes. Awesome.
Love it. I'm one of the more serious ones, and there are other girls that aren't taking it as seriously.
Friend, just make sure you're not looking too sad. Okay, so just lift the countenance a bit.
Beautiful angles. Wow.
Freen thought she did a really good job. She struck a lot of really good dynamic poses. She's obviously thinking about what we're told in this week.
Very nice.
Makes me feel so good.
Good start.
I felt like I had to do like the best in this shoot because I'm from Rotorua.
Bring that foot a little closer so your legs aren't quite as far apart. Her eyes seemed a bit flat. Maybe she was thinking too hard. She wasn't really projecting to camera. Can you just perch on the side of the rock?
Just with her poses, where she was sitting, she just struggled to find something that I thought was dynamic.
Good job.
Hey girls, great effort today. That was a real challenge.
And that mud sucked some of you in, and we had rain and we had sunshine, but I was very impressed with you all.
So thanks girls, and we'll see you back in Auckland.
Thank you.
It's time for you to meet with the judges. Only 12 of you will go on in the hope of becoming New Zealand's next top model.
Love Sarah.
Elimination.
Yep.
I can't get eliminated in this dress.
The atmosphere in the house before elimination today was quite tense.
I'm gonna pack mine because I think I'm going.
Yeah. Scary. I was really, really nervous.
It's a pretty intense and a bit nerve-wracking.
If you get eliminated, well, you tried your hardest. And
Yeah,
you're a winner.
exactly.
At least you didn't give up.
And at least you're still one of the top 13 most prettiest people in New Zealand.
Everything Lara says, it's just like, did you really just say that? I just want to seriously just grab like a 9mm and just be like, boom, die.
Hi, girls. Hi. You've had an interesting week in the Top Model house, a little road trip to Rotorua, hometown for you, Amelia and Jamie. But we put you to the test. A dynamic photo shoot and a dynamic dance lesson. It's all about movement. This is a competition, and I will introduce you to our judges. Photo shoot director, Chris Cicerich.
Hi, ladies.
Hi. Runway coach, international model, Colin Mathura-Jeffrey.
Dynamism.
And our very special guest star tonight, you've already met her, the amazing photographer, Jackie Mearing.
Hi, girls.
Hi. Jackie got down and dirty with you in the mud because we need to see who is going to be New Zealand's next top model. And she will win representation with my agency, 62 Models, a 6-page editorial with Clio magazine, a 1-year contract with CoverGirl, your very own brand new Ford Fiesta car, and a trip to Los Angeles via Sydney, courtesy of Pacific Blue and Be Australia, where you will meet with Chic Model Management and Next Models LA. Thanks, girls, but you can save your applause because it's time for your individual evaluations. Holly. From the moment you walked in today, I thought you looked noticeably warmer.
I was working on it.
Well, it's paid off. Let's look at your photo.
I felt you were a little bit wooden, and so we needed to find angles, and you came along on my direction rather than me just helping you with yours.
I agree completely with that. I was taking a lot of direction. I just get into the space of mind that if I'm not going to do well, I just get too frustrated and I don't try.
That's terrible.
I know.
That mindset will kill you.
You just have to get in there and be professional, and they have to get the shot because there might be 50 grand riding on the day, you know, and they don't want to hear people come out and moan about it.
Thanks, Holly.
Thank you so much.
A friend. Did you have a good week?
Yes and no. The Zorb was a bit of a tragedy for me. I didn't strike a single pose.
You should be able to relax and let go and have some fun.
Yeah.
Did you do that with your photo shoot?
Definitely, because that's exactly what I did.
Jackie?
I thought you were great. If you weren't finding poses earlier on, you certainly found them on the shoot. Just editing afterwards, there were so many to choose from, so well done.
I had fun too.
Thanks, Efrain.
Thank you.
Elsa?
Hello, how's it going?
Good. Being an identical twin, you need to find your own voice.
Definitely, I totally agree.
Shall we see if you did?
Yes.
You were amazing. You blew me away. Almost every frame was usable. And the way you used your hand in space, not attached to a rock or a hip, is very hard to do, and you pulled it off.
This photo's dynamic. It's one of my favourites, and above and beyond anything else, this photo has proved to me that you're more than a twin and long red hair.
That's awesome, thank you.
Jamie, how was your week?
It was good. I didn't do very well in the dancing though.
Hit a pose. You can do it. I felt that your energy just seemed really flat. I thought you were a bit anemic.
Okay.
Let's look at your photo. I think your body's phenomenal. You've got an amazing physique. Your eyes are a little flat, which is a major concern to me.
It's about bringing a bit more spirit to the pictures, you know? A little bit more of what drives you as a person and kind of really projecting that out through your eyes. It's really important.
I think you're making steps. It's just you're running fast enough. That's what I'm not sure about at the moment.
Thank you.
Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling really good today.
That was a lot more positive than the Lauren that came forward last week. Can you see that's a good shot?
Once I hear the comments, I can see that.
Wrong answer.
I want to have a look at your photo.
Okay. Happy with it. I am really happy with it.
I think it's good. I don't think it's great, but I think it's a step in the right direction.
I just wondered what you were thinking about while we were shooting.
I was absolutely freezing, but I just put that at the back of my mind and just focused on my posing and my facial.
Because you don't look cold at all in that photograph.
Oh.
It was really impressive, so well done.
Thank you.
Danielle, did you enjoy your week?
So-so. The dancing was alright. I tried my hardest. I looked like a retard, but that's alright.
Danielle, I'm going to teach you something. I think you should have a look at your photo.
Wow.
Wow, wow,
Wow.
wow.
You look strong and majestic. There was a moment there where you lost a bit of concentration, but I thought you'd come a really long way from the last photo shoot where you were kind of pulling faces and stuff. I think you're really applying yourself a lot more.
When you walked on set, you looked the part, 100%. It was very exciting to see. I think you just need to believe in yourself a little bit more.
I actually think you've made a major effort and it's been noticed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Courtney,
Hi.
how did you enjoy being covered in mud?
Yeah, I liked it, and it was a really cool atmosphere with the sulphur and the big pool behind.
Jackie said you were a pleasure to shoot.
Oh, thanks.
You've got lovely big eyes, and yeah, so I think it's a strong shot.
And you did everything for the camera. It was fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nellie.
Hi.
Shall we see how you looked in mud and steam?
You were very enthusiastic. I just wasn't quite sure what your look was. I think you were a little tentative.
Love the intensity in your eyes.
Nellie, you've got an amazing personality and you have a warmth that you bring to set that's really a pleasure to see. But you just need to move that great personality of yours and make it into some more experimental poses.
Cool, thanks so much.
Michaela, how did you like being in mud?
It's not really in my comfort zone. Like, I'm religious and I felt kind of bad.
Let's look at your photo. You might have been a bit uncomfortable, but it's my favourite shot.
I didn't know that you had this inner turmoil while I was shooting you, so thank you for taking that on and just being brave.
Well done, thanks.
Face. Yeah, that's it.
Eva.
Hi.
Hey, Eva. Good week.
I was kind of disappointed with myself in the photo shoot.
Why?
I think because I tried to do Tane poses and tried to be real out there, and it was kind of difficult when I was on like a small rock.
I think you took the brief too literally. So it's about trying to work out the brief and then apply it as a fashion editorial model.
Yeah. This shot's only for me. I think you look okay. You're not an okay girl.
Yeah.
So I think you just need to relax and get some sleep. You look a little bit tired to me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Amelia. How do you look in mud?
Not so good.
Let's have a look. What do you think?
I found that a lot of my shots were very tense, and so Jackie told me I needed to relax a lot.
I struggled with the poses that you gave me, and you gave me sort of a series of poses that I didn't think were fashiony.
It's a bit 50s pin-up.
Do you practice fashion poses?
I've started to now that I'm in the house.
Then keep going.
Yeah.
Shapes.
And practice them in a bikini.
Yeah.
Something that you're not normally comfortable in until you forget what you're wearing.
And if you need a bikini, I'll lend you one of mine.
Awesome.
Thanks, Amelia.
Thank you.
Lara, how did you enjoy Rotorua?
The shoot was definitely my favourite part of Rotorua. It was lots of fun and I really enjoyed it.
I had some fantastic feedback from Jackie about you, and I think you should look at your photo. You are the least tribal-looking girl here, and you've nailed it. Well done.
You knew how to work your body, and really happy with the result.
Thank you. That means a lot because last week they said they only had one look, so I spent about half an hour before I came out in the mirror just going, fierce.
I just see you as some sort of volcanic goddess who's just been discovered, and she's just going to rain hell on someone.
Yeah. Sure.
Thanks, Lara. Dakota.
I'm quite keen to have a look at your photo,
Should we take a peek?
I like my face.
but there was a lack of connection with the camera, I thought.
I was really easily distracted by the whole scene. I was like, oh, there's rocks over there. Ooh, oh no, there's people watching me. Oh, and smile. I've got like the mind of a squirrel sometimes.
It took you a while to settle.
Sorry about that.
You had a great week last week, but you can't coast on that. Every week that you come here and stand in front of us is a new week for me. And I love the shot, but I was really unhappy with the comments that I got back from Jackie.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, girls. Some beautiful shots and some difficult decisions for us. We need to deliberate. Okay, Okay, people, we've got 13 pretty great shots here, Jackie. You did well. Freezing cold, mud, new girls. But someone's got to go home. Lauren.
She didn't rock my world, but she was very courageous. She went deeper into the mud than any of the other girls.
It's almost like she feels like a young 16-year-old that needs to grow up a little bit more.
She needs to sit on an ever-ready battery.
Nellie.
What I love about Nellie is she's so confident and enthusiastic, and it's a really lovely thing to have on set.
A client doesn't just want a nice girl around. A client wants to get that hot shot.
Well, it's a catalogue shoot, Colin, because if they're stuck with a girl for 5 days, they don't want a girl that can get the shot in one go, who's going to do their head in. Michaela.
Gorgeous. I love this picture of her. I mean, that is such a beautiful face, such a beautiful body position.
I think she looks amazing, Jackie. I think you did a beautiful job. Holly.
My question is, does she have limited angles? Because we can't have a girl with limited angles going forward.
I think she's so lean that she has no shape in her body, that if she doesn't learn to move her body, then she'll be on the next train. Eva.
She's so weak and meek. I don't know, it disturbs me.
I don't think she's weak and meek. I think she's quiet and determined, but I think this is a terrible shot. Courtney.
Very, very luring face. You can't get past those eyes. They really, really draw you in.
The Zorb challenge, she was fantastic. Everything she was doing was for the camera. She was aware of it. She was moving the whole time. She was great.
I would never have thought she could have carried off a whole tribal muddy thing at Hell's Gate like she did.
In that environment, which is just an alien background, she looks incredibly natural. Only a top model can pull that off.
Lara.
I love this picture. I like her face in this as well, you know, and I've been a little bit concerned about her face.
She looks womanly and shapely, and she knows how to move her curves. Amelia.
It's a bit too 50s pin-up, and she tends to do that every time.
She wears mud very well, of course. She looks sexy, but sexy's not everything.
Face looks beautiful. I agree the body's not right. I think Els looks amazing. She's moved incredibly, and you said something to me, Jackie, as an identical twin yourself.
Yes.
She needed to find her own voice. Loud and clear. Danielle.
She's very photogenic, and it's just that little bit of self-doubt that she has during the process of being photographed.
She's finding the truth of who Danielle's meant to be. My issue with her is it's unfortunate someone's given her great knocks.
That's what she has to deal with. If she can do that, she could be a star.
Afreen.
Just the shape is beautiful.
She's pulled out one of the strongest poses, and that wasn't the only one.
I think Afreen really wants to win this competition. She's so serious about it.
This shot of Jamie, I mean, her body looks amazing in it, but the more I look at it, the more I see just half commitment.
Half commitment? There's no commitment.
She said that she was working really hard, but I don't think it comes naturally to her.
Dakota?
I kind of think that maybe she's coasting now. She's just done so well, we've been singing her praises, and she said, hey, I've made it.
I don't know if she's coasting. I think she's actually dropping.
She's a bit of the class clown.
We know what we have to do. Someone's going home. "13 beautiful girls, 12 beautiful photos. It's a competition and someone's going home. The first girl going back to the model house tonight with not only a fantastic photo, but some amazing feedback from everyone is Lara. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model.
Thank you.
Michaela. It's a fantastic shot.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Elsa.
Thank you so much.
Danielle. Starting to believe me when I tell you you're beautiful?
Yep. Thank you.
Courtney. You did a great job this week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Afreen.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The next name I'm going to call is Nellie. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
6 girls in front of me, 5 photos in my hand. Still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Lauren. Congratulations, Lauren.
Thanks.
Holly. I'm starting to feel the warmth. Keep it coming. Thank you so much. Congratulations. The 10th girl going back to the model house is Eva. Last week you had the best shot. This week you didn't. You've got a fresh week next week.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 3 girls, 2 photos. The next name I'm going to call is Amelia. Just.
Yep.
You can do better.
Thank you.
Jamie, Dakota, come forward. It's no fun being in the bottom 2. Jamie, you were here last week. Dakota, you probably didn't expect to be here. Someone's going back to the model house and someone has to go home. Jamie, I don't know, I can tell you you're a beautiful girl and that you have an amazing body, but if you don't believe me and it doesn't come shining through on your face, whoever it is that's flicking that magazine won't believe it either. Dakota, you've got an incredible look about you, but the Dakota that stands in front of me this week isn't the same as the Dakota who was up there last week. I know you want to be here, Dakota, and I know you want to win. Do you want to learn? Still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model. Is Dakota. Dakota, turn your ears on when you turn that beautiful smile on and concentrate. Because you've got it here, but if you don't bring it every week, you'll be standing there. Go join your mates. Jamie, when you are ready to believe me when I say you're beautiful, please call me, because I really think you've got plenty going for you and I really think you could model. Say goodbye to your friends.
I'm going to be missing the model house. I'm going to be missing all the exciting things that happen there. My parents are going to be proud of me. They were stoked that I even got into the top 33. I think Sarah was right about me not being confident enough. So when that time does come, I will explore the possibility of actually being a model.
Coming up on New Zealand's Next Top Model. Extreme reactions to the top model makeovers. And if you refuse to cut your hair, I'm going to send you home. And they walk the walk, but can they talk the talk?
I really feel like I'm being a clown sometimes, like I'm always on show. The only thing I wish is I wore it back. I am so sorry about that.
What is it?
It's a robot. It's probably Japanese. Yeah, it's definitely Japanese.
I'll drive, you shoot!
Something big on Monday night. Transformers, 8:30 on 3.